What is going on, guys? It's Zach here, back for another video. Just wanted to post a quick video today on the best apps that you need to have installed on your phone as a sneakerhead. And most of these apps double as websites too, so also could be used as best websites to visit if you're a sneakerhead. So anyway, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So my number one app, or the two apps that you need to have installed for any sneakerhead when you first start out is obviously Finish Line and Eastbay. And these are just your basic apps that you're going to browse releases, release dates, restocks. These are going to be the best two sources, in my opinion, to find the most recent shoes and hear about drops and restocks and stuff like that as far as retail goes. Now when we're talking about releases, pre-releases and getting things for resale, that's a different story. But if things are available in retail, I'm going to check Finish Line and Eastbay first. So the Finish Line app I would probably use for just browsing any kind of shoes, not necessarily the most recent releases, but shoes that I have been checking out for a little while that I think I know I want to buy, like maybe an Ultra Boost, or I just recently picked up some Champion 93 18s there. You always know that Finish Line is going to have a pretty good stock, and they're also going to have a pretty good price. They also do sales very often, which is really good. So moving on to the other side of it, learning about release dates and keeping up with releases, Eastbay has a really nice carousel that they have right in their app. When you open it, it tells you the most recent shoes that are releasing, shoes that are releasing soon, how you can get those shoes, what shoes that they're going to have in stock, and things like that. So the Eastbay app is really useful for things like that, and with a click of a button you can just get in the app, figure out what's coming out soon, what you might want, and how to get it. Alright guys, so moving on to the number 3 app, that's going to be the GOAT app. And if you haven't heard about this app, it's a competitor with StockX. And if you haven't heard about either of these apps, they're basically the same premise of, reselling sneakers. Most people use GOAT for things like for example, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s that just released yesterday, May 11th. A lot of people weren't able to get those, so if somebody really wants to get one of these pairs of shoes, they're going to go to GOAT and buy them for resale. Now there's plenty of websites and places to buy resale. Obviously you could go to eBay, and I mentioned StockX before, but in my experience, GOAT is the best in delivering quality and good customer service. Now you may have to pay $10 or $15 extra because GOAT takes a fee, but you have the sound peace of mind knowing that if you sell a shoe, you're going to make your money. If you sell a shoe, you're going to make your money for sure, while GOAT does take a percentage of it. If you buy a shoe, you're going to have to pay a little bit more, but you're getting a real shoe. And that's the big thing about GOAT, is that before you sell a shoe, or when you sell a shoe, before it goes to the buyer, it goes to GOAT's offices in Culver City, California, and they have to verify that the shoe is real before they actually ship it out to the customer who bought it. So being a consumer on GOAT, I always know when I buy that I'm going to get a real shoe. Being a seller on GOAT, I know I don't have to worry about the consumer complaining that I sold them a fake shoe. And the other side of that, GOAT has seller ratings. So my seller rating right now has me at their GOAT is taking a 15% commission on my sales, but you can go all the way down to 9.5% once you get more sales, and they'll let you sell in multiple sizes and things like that. So they're taking 15% of my sale, which is a relatively big chunk, but I'm fine with that knowing I have the peace of mind. Now StockX does the same thing. They take a percentage, but there have been some, and they're good, and I've actually used them before, but there have been some rumors and some happenings in the past with StockX where they did actually sell fake shoes. So a lot of people these days are tending to lean towards GOAT. But with that, guys, I'll move on to the next app, which is WannaKicks. And WannaKicks is this really neat app which is utilizing augmented reality to show you what shoes would look like on your feet if you were to wear, if you were to go inside the store and wear them. But the thing is that since it's augmented reality, you don't actually have to go to the store. You don't have to go out in public to try on the shoes. You literally just open your camera, give the app access to your camera, point the camera at your feet, and it senses your feet and shows you what the shoes are going to look like on your feet. So it's really useful if you're a big online shopper, if you don't go out to the mall much, if you don't go out for releases or go and shop and try on a lot. If you just want to stay in your home and you're like, hey, I like this new shoe, let me pop it on, you pop up the WannaKicks app and look at it on my feet. Very useful app. I use it a lot when I'm about to buy a shoe online that I've really been looking at for a while. So definitely something you want to need here in 2019, and it's only going to improve as VR and AR improve. But all right, guys, moving on to the last but not least app for sure is the Nike Sneakers app. And if you've been in the sneaker game for any amount of time, you've probably heard about the Nike Sneakers app. And it is just Nike's own version of a release app that they use for every hyped release. Earlier I mentioned the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s. Those are released on the Nike Sneakers app. And they alternate, I believe, in the way that they do releases. Some of them are within the first 10 minutes, I believe. If you get in the queue to buy it, they select people randomly and they say, you won, you got a pair of shoes. And sometimes it is just first come, first serve, which is what I think happened yesterday, and the app ended up crashing. Now the app is very unreliable on big releases like yesterday, and like the Nike SB Panda Pigeons, there were a lot of problems. A lot of times on big Jordan releases, they do have problems where the app shuts down and it won't do anything, and your payment can't be processed, things like that. But it is worth it, guys, because I've been able to, I think I've tried, in the past few weeks, I've tried to get 6 releases, and I've been successful on 3 of them. I've been successful on the Air Max 1 Susans and the Air Jordan Bread 4s. While the Bread 4s probably weren't that hard to get, I think they released a lot of those. I can't remember the third pair that I got, but I was able to, 2 of the 3 pairs I was able to resell on GOAT. But anyway, guys, it's a great app for just getting all the Nike releases. You can put all of your information in it and have it ready to go and basically buy a release at the click of a button. And the great thing is that if it's not a very hyped release, if not many people want the shoe, you can literally just open the app and click, I want this shoe, and it's going to be at your door in probably 2 to 3 days. So it's really useful. So that pretty much concludes my list of apps, guys. If you have any other apps that you use, obviously there's more than 5 apps that I have on my phone, but I think these are the biggest to have as far as keeping up with releases, having the most recent shoes, having sneaker knowledge, and figuring out what shoes look like on your feet without having to go to the stores. So yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to let me know what you think about the videos. Let me know what you want to see in the future for the videos. And yeah, guys, I will talk to you next time.